Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Catch-Up. I'm Tommy Nadolski.
And I'm Jonathan Harrison. Thanks for joining us.
Coming up in just a few moments, we have dark horse teams to win the NBA championship. But first, the Philadelphia Phillies came up just short on their miracle run in the MLB playoffs.
That's right, Tommy. The team lost the World Series to the Houston Astros 4-2 after beating the Padres in the NLCS. Philly fans were gearing up for a parade on Broad Street.
Even though there will be no parade this year, the Phillies are back to hard work in the offseason and are all in on star free agents Trey Turner and Carlos Rodon.
Philly fans now turn to struggling Philadelphia Sixers to make a deep postseason run.
We will now kick it to Jason, who is going to tell us about some dark horse teams to make a run at the NBA championship. Jason?
Thanks, Tommy. It's early in the 2022 NBA season, but there are already some huge shakeups in the standings after a crazy offseason. Today, I'll be going over 3 dark horse teams to win the NBA championship this year. Number 1 is the Cleveland Cavaliers. After rounding out their young core by trading for star Donovan Mitchell in the offseason, the Cavs are off to a hot 8-5 start, giving them a top spot in the Eastern Conference. Last year, they finished 8th in the Eastern, barely making the playoffs. Mitchell is leading the team in points, averaging 31. He also leads the team in assists and steals. Darius Garland is averaging 19, making the two of them one of the most dangerous backcourts in the whole league. Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen are playing very well, proving that Cleveland will have a solid core for years to come. At number 2 is the Utah Jazz. After trading away the aforementioned Donovan Mitchell to Cleveland, along with their second best player Rudy Gobert as well, many expected them to struggle. Instead, they are off to a 10-5 start. Trade pieces Lauri Markkanen and Colin Sexton, along with veterans Jordan Clarkson and Mike Conley, are leading the charge. But it's truly a team effort in Utah, as 7 players average over 10 points per game. First-year head coach Will Hardy, who is an assistant on the Eastern Conference champion Boston Celtics, has his team off to a great start. The last team is the Portland Trail Blazers. For the past few years, the Trail Blazers have been in limbo, not being able to improve on their 2017 season in which they made the Western Conference Finals. After trading away CJ McCollum, it seemed as if Portland was wasting the prime of their star player, Damian Lillard. Instead, Portland is currently first in the Western Conference at 9-4. Lillard leads the team with 30 points a game, with Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant averaging around 20 as well. Former NBA player Chauncey Billups is in his second year as head coach, hoping to improve upon his 27-55 record from last season. Don't count these 3 teams out come playoffs this summer. Back to you, Tommy.
Thanks, Jason. It's also been a slow start for the Sixers with an 11-9 record and multiple injuries, including Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and James Harden. But hopefully they will be able to kick it up a notch before Christmas time.
We will now kick it to Chris, who is outside with reports on the Phillies and the Flyers.
Thanks, Tom. Moving over to the Flyers, it's been a tough start to the 2022-23 campaign. The team just recently breaking another 10-game losing streak, which would be their third. In the past calendar year, they had a previous 10 games late November, early December in the 2021-22 season, and then followed that up a couple weeks later into January with a 13-game losing streak, which was a franchise record. Now, the Flyers, again, off to a similar start, but their special teams has been a struggle. Their scoring has been a struggle. They just do not have the offense right now to really compete. Again, breaking that losing streak with a 3-1 win at Wells Fargo Center over the New York Islanders. Thankfully, one of the positive things this year for the Flyers has been John Tortorella's team structure. They've overall had a very good structure to their game. There have been some issues. Again, you don't always lose games because of structure and things like that, but one positive out of this has been Carter Hart. Carter Hart has put up Vezina caliber numbers so far this season, the young goaltender for the Flyers, and he's one of the main pieces moving forward on the rebuilding team. Hart has started with a really good numbers on a struggling team. He's got a 7-5-4 record, 915 save percentage, and a 285 goals against average. He's part of the future for the Flyers and is one of the reasons they are still watchable up until this point. After the thrilling ride of the 2022 season for the Phillies, as the underdogs in the wild card, to beating the Braves, beating the Padres off of a crazy home run from Bryce Harper, and then unfortunately losing in 6 games to the Houston Astros. They are looking to fill their team and fill their infield going into the 2023 season. The Phillies were not picking up Gene Segura's club option, so there is now a hole for the Phillies. They are rumored to be getting some really good shortstops. Trey Turner, who played in Washington with Bryce Harper for 4 seasons, won a World Series in 2019 with the Nationals after Harper left, posted a .298 batting average and a .393 on-base percentage in 2022 with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Turner is one of the best shortstops in baseball and will be a huge add for the Phillies in their lineup. Former Red Sox and current free agent Xander Bogaerts is another option for the Phillies. Bogaerts posted a .292 batting average and a .356 on-base percentage on a struggling Red Sox team in 2022. Bogaerts is another really good option for the Phillies and a very decent defender. And again, both of these players would really fill out their lineup. They get another bat. They'd also be able to get some speed, as both of these guys are pretty fast. Again, but the real question for this is, who can the Phillies get? Who could they afford? Because if you look at their infield, this would move Bryson Stott to second base. Alec Boehm would stay at third base. Turner or Bogaerts at shortstop, and then Rhys Hoskins at first base. They would be improved. They would be better, and they'll definitely be moving on to 2023 to get back into that World Series and hopefully bring a trophy home to Philadelphia.
Thanks, Chris. Speaking of powerhouse teams, the Eagles are 10-1, looking to continue their great run after last year, where they lost the first round of the playoffs to the Buccaneers.
Quarterback Jalen Hurts has taken many strides from where he was last year, as he now has 25 total touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. The Eagles have established themselves as one of the best rushing teams in the NFL.
The success of the team has been thanks to general manager Howie Roseman, as he has had one of the best all seasons in recent memory for the Eagles.
With key adds such as star receiver A.J. Brown and homegrown linebacker Hassan Reddick, the Eagles are looking to keep up their success this Sunday, where they will take on the Tennessee Titans.
We will now kick it back to Jason, who is going to tell us about the potential game of the year we witnessed a few weeks ago between the Vikings and the Bills.
Thanks. Week 10 in the NFL was spectacular, highlighted by the Vikings-Bills matchup in Buffalo, which did not disappoint. So we're going to start here coming off of the 2-minute warning. Vikings down by 3, 4th and 18. They're going to need to convert this to stay in the game. Cousins, deep pass to Jefferson, and he's going to catch this with one hand. A pretty spectacular catch. We'll see a replay here. But Jefferson is going to get up high, maintain control of the ball. Great defense by Buffalo, but he's going to hold on to it. Spectacular catch. Once again, 1st and 10 with 1:18 to go. On about their 20, and great catch by Justin Jefferson within the 5. So they'll have about 1 minute to go, 3rd and goal. Cousins is going to get it to Jefferson. They're going to rule this as a touchdown, but it will be an instant replay review. We'll see in the instant replay that Jefferson's knee is down, but the ball does not cross the plane. So that's going to make it 4th down. 57 seconds left. It's going to be 4th and goal. Cousins is going to look. He's going to go to Dalvin Cook, who drops it, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a pass interference on Buffalo. So Minnesota's going to get another shot at this. Right on the 1, Cousins is going to sneak in. Minnesota says it's a touchdown. Buffalo disagrees. The referee is going to say no touchdown, but obviously, like all other plays, it's going to be reviewed. As we can see here, there's Cousins, number 8. You can't see the ball, but you're going to see it in a few frames come up from his right shoulder, but he's down and the ball does not cross the plane. The referees are going to review this and say that it's not a touchdown, which means the Bills get the ball with the lead with 49 seconds left. Only problem is they're at their 1-yard line. So Josh Allen does a QB sneak, but as you can see, there he is on the left side of the pile without the ball. Vikings are celebrating. There's going to be a huge pile here, trying to figure out who has the ball, but the Vikings are celebrating. Basically what happened here is Josh Allen fumbled the ball on the snap. The Vikings recovered it in the opposing team's end zone. So they're going to finally get their touchdown here. Eric Kendricks on the defense recovers the fumble. So now the Vikings are ahead by 2. They're going to kick the extra point and make it, so they're going to be ahead by 3, and the Bills are going to get the ball on their own 25. 24 seconds left to go. Josh Allen is going to get it to Gabe Davis. Now, this is ruled a catch, but we'll get back to this later, as the referees just quickly reviewed it and said it was a catch. 17 seconds left. The Bills just need a field goal here. He gets it to Isaiah McKenzie, who's going to go out of bounds with 11 seconds left. We'll skip ahead. There's 5 seconds left. A 29-yard chip shot Tyler Bass is going to easily make this, and this game is going to go into overtime. Here they reviewed this catch. It's not going to matter at this point, but the catch rules in the NFL are so strict, and we can see Gabe Davis fumbles the ball here. It's not clearly in his possession, so that shouldn't have been ruled a catch. Kirk Cousins is going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook here, who's going to go for a big run, barely making it to the first down here, as we can see. It's going to be ruled 2nd and 1. Kirk Cousins is going to go deep to who else? Justin Jefferson, 2 feet inbounds, 1st and 10 with 8:40 to go. We're going to skip ahead. It's 3rd and 10 with 5:58 on the opposing team's 30. Who else? Justin Jefferson makes a great catch inside the 2. And the Vikings have struggled in this offense inside the 5, but let's see what they can do here. 1st and goal. He's going to hand it to Dalvin Cook, who gets smushed. So once again, it's 2nd and goal, and Kirk Cousins is going to get sacked here. Buffalo defense, great goal line defense here by Buffalo. But the Vikings are just going to do a field goal. This won't win it, but it'll give them the lead. Now Buffalo's on offense. They're going to need a touchdown to win, a field goal to tie, and if Minnesota gets a turnover, Minnesota wins. No one's open, so Josh Allen is going to run it, gets it to about the 46 here. Once again, a passing play, but no one's open. Josh Allen is going to take the ball for himself, going for the first down. He's going to get it, and he's going to drag Eric Kendricks a few yards and get great yardage. Now it's 1st and 10, looking in the end zone for Dawson Knox, and it's incomplete. Great pass defense by the rookie. And 2nd and 10, 1:19 to go. Once again, another passing play. Allen gets it down the middle, and it's intercepted by Patrick Peterson, the veteran quarterback. The Vikings are going to win this great game, 33-30.
In the world of college basketball, there has been a new commitment in the class of 2023. Mikey Williams, who ranks number 30 on ESPN's top 100 players of the class of 2023, has just committed to the University of Memphis. Mikey is a senior standing at 6'4" and a shooting and point guard for San Ysidro High School in San Diego, California. He averages 28 points per game, 4.3 assists, 5.8 rebounds, 1.4 steals, and 0.2 blocks. Mikey is joined by Javonte Taylor, Ryan Forrest, Carl Chefrenik, and David Tubek, as they all will be Memphis Tigers in fall 2023. I think I can speak for everyone when I say we are so excited to see what Mikey will do next year with the Tigers. Congratulations, Mikey.
The new LIV Golf League, which launched this past year, has dominated the sport to an extent fans have not seen since Tiger Woods joined the PGA back in the 90s. LIV Golf has created a divide in the golf world, taking many of the top 25 players in the PGA. Founder of the league, Greg Norman, said that they are nowhere near where they want to be and are looking to add at least 10 more of the top players in the world. However, fans are not forgetting about the immoral ways of how the league is funded, and LIV is still trying to win over golf fans, all while still trying to secure a TV deal to get off of streaming on YouTube. That's all we have for today on the Sports Catch-Up. Tomorrow, we will take a look at why the 76ers are struggling out of the gate. For the Sports Roundup, I'm Tommy Nadolski.
And I'm Jonathan Harrison. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.